Iblis, the arch-Satan, in the guise of Suraka bin Malik bin Jusham al-Mudlaji, on seeing angels working in favor of the Muslims, and Quraysh rapidly losing ground on the battlefield, made a quick retreat despite the polytheists pleased to stay on. He ran off and plunged into the sea. The ranks of Quraysh began to give way and their numbers added nothing but confusion. The Muslims followed eagerly their retreating steps, slaying or taking captive all that fell within their reach. The retreat soon turned into an ignominious rout, and they flew in haste, casting away their armor, abandoned beasts of burden, camp, and equipage. The great tyrant Abu Jahl, however, on seeing the adverse course of the battle, tried to stop the tidal wave of the Islamic victory by serving the polytheists and encouraging them by all means available and adjuring them by Allat and Uzza and all symbols of paganism to stand firm in place and retaliate against the Muslims, but to no avail. Their morale had already been drastically reduced to zero, and their lines broke down. He then began to realize the reality of his arrogance and haughtiness. None remained around him, except a gang of doomed polytheists whose resistance was also quelled by an Islamic, irresistible storm of true devotion-based valor and Islam-orientated pursuit of martyrdom. Abu Jahl was deserted and left by himself, on his horse waiting for death at the hand of two courageous lads of the helpers. Abdur-Rahman bin Auf related the following interesting story in this regard. I was in the thick of the battle when two youths, still seemingly inexperienced in the art of fighting, one on the right and the second on the left. One of them spoke in a secret voice asking me to show him Abu Jahl. I asked about his intention, to which he replied that he had a strong desire to engage with him in combat, until either of them was killed. It was something incredible to me. I turned left and the other said something to the same effect and showed a similar desire. I acceded to their earnest pleas and pointed directly at their target. They both rushed swiftly towards the spot, and without a moment's hesitation struck him simultaneously with their swords and finished him off. They went back to the Messenger of Allah, PBUH, each claiming that he had killed Abu Jahl to the exclusion of the other. The Prophet, PBUH, asked if they had wiped the blood off their swords, and they answered that they had not. He then examined both swords and assured them that they both had killed him. When the battle concluded, Abu Jahl's spoils were given to Muad bin Amr bin al-Juma, because the other, Muawad bin al-Afra, Sahih al-Bukhari 1444,2568, Mishkat 2352, was later killed in the course of the same battle. At the termination of the battle, the Prophet, PBUH, wanted to look for this archenemy of Islam,